McDonald's. You hear the name, you think big. But it wasn't always like that. Every empire starts small. Just a flicker. An idea. This one started with a couple of brothers. They had a plan. A simple plan, or so they thought. It was about feeding people. But it became much more. A whole new way of doing things. A revolution disguised as a cheap meal served up fast. This was back in the day. America was changing. After the war, people wanted speed. They wanted convenience. Life was moving faster. Families were on the go. Cars were king. They needed something quick, something reliable. This thinking was the real spark. Now these McDonald brothers, Dick and Mac, they weren't your average mooks running a greasy spoon. These fellas had brains. They were sharp. They looked at their barbecue joint. They saw the headaches, too many car hops, a slow kitchen, too much waiting for the customers, too many items on the menu, complicating everything. It was a circus, hard to manage. They wanted order, they wanted control, like a well-run crew, everything in its place, everyone knowing their job. So in 1948 they did something ballsy. They shut down their popular barbecue restaurant. People probably thought they'd lost their marbles. Closing a moneymaker, what were they, nuts? But the brothers, they had a vision. They were retooling. They were gonna change the whole damn game right there in their little town. They spent months figuring it out, designing a new system, a system that would be their legacy. They reopened with a new concept. The speedy service system. This was their genius. A limited menu. Hamburgers, cheeseburgers. Then this fella Ray Kroc shows up. He wasn't in the burger business, not at first. He was a salesman, a hustler, through and through. Sold milkshake machines. Prince Castle multi-mixers, they were called. He was getting on in years, see? Over 50. Most guys are thinking about slowing down then. But he still had that fire in his belly. He noticed something. One little restaurant in California was buying a lot of his machines. 8 of them. That got his attention. Kroc was curious. What kind of operation needed 8 multi-mixers to churn out shakes? So, in 1954, he flies out to San Bernardino. He goes to see the McDonald brothers setup. He sees the lines of people, the speed, the efficiency, the sheer volume of burgers and fries flying out the window. His jaw hit the floor. He saw dollar signs. Big ones. He didn't just see one successful restaurant, he saw 1,000. He saw an empire. Section 4, Building an Empire, Bricks, Burgers, and Billions. Ray Kroc, he was a stickler for rules, a real hard-ass when it came to the business. He knew the key was consistency. Every McDonald's had to be the same. Same quality burgers, same crispy fries, same clean bathrooms, QSC he called it, quality service cleanliness. He drilled it into every franchisee. You followed the Kroc way or you were out. No exceptions. This was serious business, not some fly-by-night operation. He demanded perfection or something close to it. To make sure everyone was on the same page, he started Hamburger University in 1961. Yeah, a university for flipping burgers. Sounds funny, right? But it was smart, real smart. It was in the basement of a McDonald's in Elk Grove Village, Illinois at first. Franchisees and managers went there. They learned the system, the Kroc gospel. Section 5, The Golden Arches Worldwide, a global racket. Kroc's vision, it wasn't just about America, he wanted the world. McDonald's started looking overseas pretty early on. The first international outposts, they were in Canada and Puerto Rico. That was 1967, just the beginning, a taste of what was to come. The Golden Arches were going global. No country was safe from the burger invasion, so to speak. This was going to be bigger than anyone, maybe even Kroc himself, initially imagined. The momentum was unstoppable. They pushed into Europe, Japan, Australia, all over. Sometimes it was easy, sometimes it was tough, different tastes, different rules, different cultures, but they adapted, they learned. They put local items on the menu sometimes, alongside the classics. Mixed spaghetti in the Philippines, a macarabia in the Middle East. But the core stuff, the Big Mac, the fries, that stayed the same.